and force the incompletion.
Here we go.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow will throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
11, Thomas.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
They find some open field here. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Again, it's Foreman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A first carry for the Canadian-born Chuba Hubbard. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
I'm wondering.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now, back out on the field, put together a good drive and get some points of their own.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Play action. It's Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Big Derek Brown making the stop. The Bengals at 6-2 to start play. And they come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form. They've won 6 of their last 8.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top. Take it deep.
Touchdown, Bengals! Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start. It's certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he's got some space here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are once again back in front. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extent. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the jet sweep, here's Chase. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack. How about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here we go.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold, and Thomas has it. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run with Foreman, and he is going to lose yardage here. Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's more. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal. On the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays, and target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Here we go, here we go. 11 coming.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
On one, ready?
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
He's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
Darnold on first down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
A play fake, and it's Darnold rolling to his left. There's Trumbull, the tight end. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Johnny Hecker now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just in. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 MT, 11 MT.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders, have intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better pick 6, and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him try to come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first. On play action, they'll throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And they're going to get this up to midfield. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air. I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on. And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the touchdown, Carolina. Terrace Marshall, 40 yards. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
12.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow will drop this one down to Mixon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I'm one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
I'm one, ready?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. It's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 2, ready?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
11, Thomas.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Here we go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Derek Brown able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They go play action with Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built on the efforts of this defense.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Joe Mixon halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run again with Foreman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now Foreman. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Foreman, 43 yards. And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
On one, ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
On one, ready?
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air again, Burrow. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Panthers 51, Bengals 24.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it.